had to have lost more than 10 pounds. Of course, I pissed off a big chunk of the community, but whatever.
As does happen. Well, what's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Cider Report back for another video. I haven't fucking done this for a little while. I'm a little bit rusty.
Yeah, I had to tell him how to hit live. He forgot. No.
I forgot where the button was. No, you know what? Genuinely, though, it has been so fucking long since I have done a stream. And yeah, so look, like, I don't know, maybe kind of talk about a little bit where I've been. Like, I haven't put, you see, the thing about it is I haven't really been fucking anywhere, right? There's no, like, we'll say reason or like excuse of where I've been to kind of, you know what I mean, like not be, or to explain the absence. I think it was just what me and Beck were talking about there. There's been a lot of people in the community that have been kind of taking hiatuses away, and that's I've just been doing the same thing. I just kind of, the last couple of streams that I had done, it just kind of felt a little bit, I don't know, man, forced. You know, like I was forcing myself to get onto stream and talk about shit, and I just didn't have the love for it that I had.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to take some time away, and to kind of just allow myself to kind of want to get back into streaming and to fall back in love with it again. And so, yeah, here we are. We're back now, and we're back for a good while. We're back for a good while.
Good.
It's
good. I've missed you, man. I really have.
Just in case the title of the video didn't give it away. 24-hour stream. We're here for a full 24 hours. Now, I know that MathPig, he's already commented. He's going to say, well, no, it's going to be 19 because that's what I did last time. But you know what? With this... Look, I got very fucking tired.
If I have to do the last 5 hours, I'll do it. Fuck it. I'm not scared.
Well, honestly though, like, it was just, I just fucking crashed and burned. I did it a little bit differently this time, right? So just as like a little bit of a PSA, if you ever want to have a weird day, just wake up and take a sleeping pill, because that's what I fucking did today. And it's a weird day. It's a weird day.
Wait a minute.
I woke up this morning,
took
a sleeping pill, fell back asleep again, and I woke up, like, I'm going to say 2-3 hours ago. So I'm good, you know? I'm good, man.
The whole fucking
day. Just the whole day away. And
sometimes you gotta do it, man. Sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
I just randomly, like, I'll randomly just like sleep for like 12, 13 hours, get up, stay up for like 2 or 3 hours, get really fucking high, like do a wake and bake, go back to sleep for a few hours. Yeah, just fucking rest, man. Just make your body shut down for a minute. You know?
Absolutely.
Sometimes you just gotta do it, man.
100%, man. Definitely. Yeah, so, you know, it's what's the fuck was I going to say?
Don't know.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking, like, the last time that I wanted to do something for my birthday was when I was 25, right? It was the year that I was going to turn 25, but that would have been in June of 2020, and well, COVID had something to fucking say about that, didn't it?
Didn't it?
So I didn't get to do anything for my 25th, and, you know, I didn't really, like, 26 is an odd age to kind of celebrate, we'll say. Same for 27 and kind of 28 as well, but you know what, I just kind of thought, you know, like, nah, fuck it. I wanted to kind of do something for my birthday this year, and I was just like, it's an odd age to, like, go out and celebrate and stuff like that. Also, sorry, because I have some other fucking stuff coming into my head now. I realize I haven't streamed in a little while. All right, and I kind of having to go back. At the start of this year, I made a New Year's resolution, and I haven't fucking broken it yet. Which is this year, I am spending it high and dry. I have not touched a single drop of alcohol the entire year. Right, so it's been like
I just finally started
almost
drinking a few days ago again. I haven't drank all year either.
Yeah, like it's been like almost 7 months now, and I haven't fucking drank, which is really kind of weird. But anyway,
yeah, it's good to clean out your system sometimes.
Exactly,
let shit recoup.
Yeah, just detox every kind of now and again.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it was because of that. Then I was like, well, I'm not going to go out because I'm not going to go out and not drink. That's like, no, who the fuck does that anyway? And so I was like, right, fuck it, 24-hour stream. It's going to be during Pride Month, which we're coming to the end of now, obviously.
Yeah,
but
right at the end.
Yeah, it's been it's been kind of wacky. I actually, sorry, because I have to say this now, only just because I'm just after realizing the time. So we are raising money during this stream for an Irish charity. It is a Outhouse LGBTQ plus charity. They are kind of, as it very much got like what it says on the tin, an outhouse. It's like a drop-in zone. It's a place that like has like community events. Obviously it's for members of LGBTQ. They like host like community dinners. They do they just do fantastic work for LGBTQ. And one of the members of it, I've been emailing kind of back and forth. He's going to be coming on for
cool,
about kind of 10 to 15 minutes, just for about 10 to 15 minutes. Unfortunately, he doesn't have an awful lot of time, but he's just going to be talking about the charity, what they do, yeah. So, and like it was super important. Like I loved the fact it was originally going to be around the same sort of time tomorrow. So it was after I had already been streaming for 24 hours, but I was ecstatic when he emailed me today and said that he would be dropping on this evening, because now it's just as the 24-hour stream is kicking off. People are going to be able to hear exactly what the charity is and everything else, get all the information before they donate.
Yeah, great.
So yeah, so no, I've been super stoked for it and everything else. Can't wait to actually talk to him. And just get like just that little bit more information and stuff like that. But no. And Mathpig, as always, without even asking, the man is an absolute G, dropping the website for the charity in the live chat. So all of the links, it should definitely be in the description. Yes, the link to the GoFundMe is in the description. I'll get a link. I'll get a copy of that there, and I'll post it into the live chat. And it's a very fucking big link, and it is 460 characters. So we're gonna get a new one for that, because that's not gonna work. Nope. That's not, bro. That's not gonna be possible. That's the Streamlabs GoFundMe. Grant, that's a very fucking small link. Much better. And paste, and okay, here we go.
You ever write a word so many times it's like the spelling doesn't look right anymore?
Yes, 100%. Yeah. What are you having that with right now?
I'm making up business cards and signs for my truck and stuff for my new business, and I have wrote text so many times now that it doesn't look right anymore.
It just doesn't even look like a word.
Back, and it looked like it just looks foreign, like it's Arabian or something now. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It seriously, it does fucking happen sometimes. Like,
screw with you.
Yeah, like in work when we're kind of taking like names for like receipts and stuff like that. It's like sometimes you'll just get the same sort of names over and over and over again, and you're spelling it out, and you kind of have to like. I found myself kind of.
Yeah.
Wait, no, is that how you spell? Yeah, no, of course that is. But you like it. It happens though. You catch yourself, and you're just like, wait, no, is that actually how you spell that name? And it obviously is.
Yeah, it's just a mind game.
Yeah,
like your
yeah.
mind's just fucking with you. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Yeah,
man.
it's really weird. It is weird how it happens. There's must be some brain thing with that I don't know about, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. Aunt Jer says, is there sober people in Ireland? Well, there's at least one, because... Well, now, okay, sorry. Now, hang on now. So, define sober, because...
Yeah, no, there's a whole bunch of them. Just go to the cemetery and count. They're the ones that don't drink anymore.
That's how many of us there are. Yeah, but... I think I said it when we were live. I'm not actually 100% sure. I'm spending the year high and dry this year. So I am still obviously smoking, but I am not drinking this year. I have spent the entirety of this year sober so far. Going fairly well. Everything. I'm pretty sure I said this on stream. It sounds like I said this recently. Anyway.
Yeah, I think you did.
But yeah, no, so like, yeah, I don't know. It's just it's weird. Yeah, there are sober people. There's just not very many of us. To answer the question.
There's just not very many.
Stool says the little baby Jesus does not approve of the alcohol. Apparently,
the alcohol.
Yes, alcohol.
Is that what he said?
That's literally what he said. It's alcohol.
I forgot your comments don't come up. You fucking people using OBS and shit.
I'm sorry, man.
There's everybody. Oh my god, we got all kinds of people in here.
Yeah.
Hello, MP. How are you, little brother? A slightly unstable milking stool. I think he's high, so I'm going to say he's slightly unstable right now.
Slightly, okay. Okay, that's good.
Kyle and Jur. Hello, beautiful people.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm hanging out with Steven and making business cards for and stuff for my new company. That's what I'm doing right now.
Well, what I am doing.
So something you want me to look at, you better say something. Oh shit.
I am currently in the process of painting my nails right now. So yeah, no, it's how have you been though, Beck? Just in general, you know what I mean? Like, how
shit has been crazy, man. You know what? Okay, so remember I told you I pissed off some people in the community?
Mm-hmm.
So last September, I got a hold of my medical provider and said, you know, I'm still having problems during the day. Is there something I could take to help me? Because I was trying to not lose my job.
Okay.
Naturally. She put me on Wellbutrin, which works great for anxiety and depression, and you know, it's great stuff.
Uh-huh.
Well, I thought it was just for depression. I have pretty much beaten my anxiety. So since I don't have anxiety, it made me fucking crazy. I mean,
okay,
like driving around Santa Fe in the neighborhood areas at 80 to 90 miles an hour. I mean,
right, okay.
Pulling into where I live. Richard was working over here for my landlord, and I pulled in and like slid to a stop and got out and was just like making guttural screams. And then I said I was going to beat the shit out of my ex and got back in my truck and took off, and then got up the road and thought, what the fuck are you doing? And it escalated from there. I almost had myself committed 5 times in the last 8 months.
Holy shit, man.
So like 3 weeks ago, I was like, man, something's wrong. What the fuck? Like, I wasn't this depressed after my mother died. Like, I was more suicidal than that. And I was going, what the fuck, dude? So I sent on a Friday night, I sent my new doctor, a message saying, hey, I want to wean myself off of this. And then that night I looked up how to do it. You know, the medical correct way of doing it. And then I just took myself off the shit. And about 5-6 days ago now, I woke up one morning and I was just like, wow, man, I was so clear-headed. The whole world was like normal again.
Okay.
It was like it exacerbated my anxiety and my PTSD so severely that, like, I don't even know, man. I just couldn't even function right. I couldn't function. I had to set alarms on my phone just to remember to, like, eat and stuff. Like, it was...
Shit.
So if you do not truly have anxiety and depression, do not get Wellbutrin. Fucking do not get that as a prescription. You need to have both, and not just kind of maybe, but like diagnosed with them. Because I take Lexapro, and my Lexapro took care of my anxiety, whatever was left of it that I haven't beaten myself.
Yeah.
So I had no anxiety when I started taking it. Yep. So it like made me 10 times more anxious than I ever have been in my life. It was insane. Like, I was working with Richard and just blowing up.
Yeah.
Just like screaming and yelling at him over something really small and stupid. I had to go back. I went back and apologized. I was crying. Like, I am so sorry that this, like, I wasn't trying to treat you in any kind of way. Like, I felt horrible, man. It was just horrifying. Like, being that nuts. So.
Yeah, no, because you just, like, you recognize, like, that you're not yourself, right?
Well, you know, I was trained in 2010 as a basic EMT, and one of the things they teach you is if you have a patient and something goes weird, you try to figure out what the new thing is that's changed in their life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the most recent thing that had changed was that medication. So I took it out. So,
okay, well, I mean,
all by myself.
You know, look,
I woke up the next morning and looked at it after I made that decision, and I just threw it in the fucking trash can. I'm like, nope.
You know what, though? Good, because, you know, like, look, you figured out what, you know, the catalyst, I guess, in that situation was, and fixed it, you know? Yeah. There's not a lot of people who can't fucking do that.
Like,
yeah.
Man.
Good for you, man.
I literally two times during the last 8 months, my therapist was on vacation, and I lost my shit while he was on vacation. And the only reason I didn't call him and say institutionalize me is because he was in fucking California.
Yeah.
Like, that stopped me twice from getting a hold of him. Yeah. Like, it sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, it's not as good as you think it is. I've been in a mental institution. I'm like, no, please, stick me in a rubber room. Give me a bunch of fucking drugs. I don't care. I don't want to be in this life anymore. Like, I was just done, dude.
Yeah.
It was weird. It's weird. And I'm claustrophobic. If you locked me up, I'd freak the fuck out. But I wanted to be locked away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, look, it's when it's when those sorts of things, like, when they just don't really make sense. You know, like, you are claustrophobic, yet you wanted to be in there. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, all of these, like, things about you that would ordinarily say, like, hell no, there is no fucking way am I doing that. But, you know, you had to make it, or, like, you, like, wanted that in that moment, but that's how fucking bad it was for you. You know?
Yeah.
That it got to the point where you were just like, you know what? Fuck how uncomfortable I'm going to be. I think this is best for me. That's like, there are so many, but there are so many people who just don't ever fucking get to that stage. There are so many people who just don't ever kind of, like, figure out, like, but look, this is the one thing. I've said this before, right? I've said this before. It's the one thing that I'm a little bit fucking jealous of trans people for, because they looked at their lives, they realized what they needed to change, and then they did it. Like, if you could give me a pill to fix what the fuck is wrong, I would take it in a heartbeat. I would take it in a fucking heartbeat. But it's just, that pill doesn't exist. But transitioning does, so I'm a little bit jealous of you because you figured, you know what I mean?
Because I figured it out.
Yeah, exactly. You figured it out, you made the steps to do it, and now your life is improved. It's like, do you have any idea what I would do? But yeah,
man, it's crazy to try to go through life and act like something that's so foreign to you.
yeah.
It's so bizarre. It's like if I'm trying to think of something that's like really, really specifically US, like only done over here. Like if we had something that we only do over here and I brought you over here and then just said do that and you'd be like, huh?
Well,
You know what I mean?
I
Like
was,
totally foreign,
was going,
no fucking clue, absolutely like mind blown.
I was going to suggest school shootings until you said do it, and I was like, okay, maybe not. But I mean, as a foreign concept that is unique to the US, doesn't get much fucking
Yeah.
better than that.
Oh, it's unique to the US, all right. Jesus.
But anyway, it's been something that's been kind of going on in the news, and like we've been talking about it a lot, like in work and stuff like that. But what are your thoughts, opinions, everything else on the 5 guys that went down in a submarine to try and view the Titanic? What do you
okay? So first of all,
let's think about that.
Let's start with what was said about the construction of the thing. The first of all, a professional guy said, "Oh yeah, you probably shouldn't." But at the same time, the reason that guy fucked himself over so bad was because he used it more than once.
Oh.
They said if he only would have used it once or twice, he would have been okay, and he could have like repaired it and reused it.
Yeah.
But he used it like 9 or 10 times, and it was too much. It put too much wear and tear on it. So, hi, John.
Beck, give me. I was just gonna say, give me 2 seconds there now, because hang on till I get myself back.
No, you can only talk about people like me, nobody else.
Okay, so John, we have been emailing back and forth for the last couple of days, especially, but originally going back a few weeks ago. So everybody who is in the live chat and the audience and everything else, this is John, who works for Outhouse LGBTQ. So John, if you just kind of want to just tell the audience kind of like what type of an organization they're donating to, everything else and that, and obviously kind of straight from the horse's mouth, you'll work there and everything else. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, first off, thank you so much for having me on here, and honestly, huge thanks for this fundraiser. We really do appreciate everyone who funded for us. It is how we keep our doors open. I'll try and keep this short and sweet. Outhouse, for anyone who doesn't know, it's an LGBTQ plus centre based on Capel Street in Dublin City Centre. It's a vibrant and safe space for LGBTQ plus people, the communities and organisations, and it's inclusive of the diversity within our communities as well. So since our doors opened in 1997, we've provided a welcoming drop-in space for the community with a range of programs and services to meet the needs of LGBTQ plus people in Ireland. So at Outhouse, we're dedicated to supporting the people, spaces and issues that are important to the communities. Our vision is of a future where individuals are safe, seen and celebrated. And our mission really is to improve the quality of life for LGBTQ plus people by providing that safe space to find 4 core things. The first of those is really about connection. So it's a place to discover yourself, your people, your place and your passion. So that's really kind of that social element that is so vital for our communities. We had everything from a community cafe that acts as a really great meeting spot, but also kind of it drops a bit of a barrier that some people might face going into a queer space. You know, they might be hesitant, and having a cafe as a first port of call, it gives people an excuse to walk through those doors. And it's a great kind of space where if there isn't an event scheduled, if there's no specific group meeting up there, you can pop in, have a chat with our staff, have a chat with whoever's in there. So it's a really nice space for that connection. We do an awful lot of different meetup groups. Some of them are organised and facilitated by Outhouse, but a lot of them are community-led. So we have been introducing different groups. There's an older men's group. We have trans and non-binary groups. We have, kind of people from all walks of life like have different social groups. And there's a lot of them that are welcoming to everyone and anyone who wants to join. We do different things from open mic nights to book clubs, games nights, pop-up whale tucks, sober dance parties. you name it. We're trying a little bit of everything to meet the needs of everyone.
Yeah.
And again, if anyone ever has ideas for an event that you don't see happening in an art house, we're always really happy to hear that and invite suggestions too. So that's the connection side of what we do. Another big part of what we've been doing in the 25 years that we've been open is community support. So that's really about giving people access to information, programs and services to really kind of address the needs of the community, really looking at it kind of intersectionally and looking at people who might face multiple marginalizations or discriminations. We run everything from personal development courses to an information signposting and referral service. So if anyone has any questions or needs access to mental health supports or medical support, things like that, we will. They can drop into our centre and talk to our staff, or they can phone us, email us. We'll help get them the right information or get them referred to the right agency to help with their needs. We have a number of peer support groups that meet in our space. For example, we have a monthly peer support group called Safe Space, which is for LGBTQ plus migrants, asylum seekers and refugees. So that's a really kind of crucial service, because it's people who have been discriminated against and have come to Ireland for refuge and may not have found that. They may be still facing discrimination because of their sexuality, their gender identity, and then they have other discriminations that they're facing on top of that. We have Garda advice clinics to provide access to the Gardaí with officers who are trained in diversity and inclusion, and it is within our space and the safety of a queer space. We have sexual health support, rapid HIV testing, pre-period products available. If anyone needs those, they can come in as well. And we also run a number, I think 4 AA and NA meetings in our centre every week. So for people who are struggling with addiction in the community, they can come to our house as well. So that's the community support. We do a lot with culture. So since we've opened, we are kind of a place where, sometimes our community and the issues we face, it can be quite heavy, quite daunting, but there's an awful lot of joy, there's an awful lot of creativity, there's an awful lot to discover. We try our best to really embrace creativity in the arts and support and spotlight artists in all shapes and all forms of art. And then we also try and spotlight our history and our heritage as well, and give a space where people can access that history, because there's an awful lot that has been erased. There's an awful lot that we just don't have access to, so we're doing what we can, whether it's through exhibitions and shows, speaking engagements. We have Ireland's largest queer library, so people can drop in and access an awful lot of books on any topic. Like we have fiction and non-fiction, we have queer authors, we have queer topics, so it's a great space there. We have different creative groups like acting groups, choirs, DJ workshops, we do film screenings, and then we also try and collaborate with different festivals within Dublin, like Culture Night, the Altona Festival, Gaze Film Festival. So we do an awful lot with culture. And then the last area we focus on is campaigns. So this is really like what I think of as the advocacy arm. So trying to be a strong, credible and trusted voice for our communities. And we try to do this by partnering and engaging within the community. So working with activists, working with different community organizations, but also engaging with political parties as well, and making sure that they are aware of the issues that are affecting the communities and that they are held accountable, that they are pushing forward with policies that will support their communities as well. We do work in the past month for Pride. We had a political debate with leaders from the main parties in Ireland discussing the issues that affect our community. We have soapbox sessions where different activists, community leaders, and anyone who wants to have a platform and speak about issues that are important to them can come and talk to the community about that. And going forward, we just launched a new 5-year strategy for Art House, and within that, we're kind of honing in on 3 core issues when it comes to campaigns that we're leading on. We're supportive of an awful lot of other issues as well, partner with our organizations, but the 3 issues that we're leading on when it comes to LGBTQ plus communities is housing and homelessness, poverty and safety. And we're focusing on these issues because they're the issues we see most prominently coming through our doors. In the past year, we've had a number of people who have been experiencing homelessness or are at risk of homelessness in Dublin and the surrounding area. We are seeing a massive increase in violence and hate crime and hate speech against the LGBTQ plus community. And again, like, these issues are so vital and so important, and they can't be addressed if we're just working in the silos. We're trying our best to engage with different community leaders and different partner organizations as well to do that. So I realize I told you I'd keep it short, and I'm not really doing that. But that's kind of that's what we do overall. We have about 55,000 people come through our doors every year. Wow. So we've got a major counter to back up that statistic. But yeah, so that's 55,000 people who we've been providing a safe and welcoming space to connect, to organize, to make things happen. So yeah, that's kind of us. So again, thank you so much for this fundraiser, because it really does does help us keep our doors open. Every euro that you raise, it goes to work in the areas that they can have the greatest impact, whether that's providing essential services and support, or helping us to provide that connection and that cultural outlet as well for our communities.
Yeah, look, no problem. Look, as I had said in the emails and stuff like that, you know, I kind of wanted to do a fundraiser during this month, being Pride Month and stuff like that. I don't know if I said it in the email. This, like, why I wanted to do it this month and during Pride Month is, like, this is my first year being kind of openly out as pansexual. It's my first full year being openly out. And look, you know, I've had such an unbelievable warm welcome from other people who are LGBTQ.
Wait, you're what? No, I'm kidding.
You know, look, I had.
Oh, John, just so you know, I'm trans. That's why I was picking on him about it.
I had, you know, a very easy coming out story, which I realize I am incredibly lucky to have. I know that not an awful lot of people are in the same boat as I was. For me, it was literally just, yeah, mom, I'm well, I told my mom I'm bi, because, like, she's in her 50s. She doesn't really kind of get the whole, like, pansexual thing. She'd be, you know, hiding the pots and pans and stuff like that. But anyway, but yeah, but I told her, and it was just, yeah, all right, okay. You know, and like that's literally it. Like that was all that was kind of said. And again, I realized that that's not a position that an awful lot of people are in. And so yeah, I just wanted to do a fundraiser for it. I had kind of looked around and Googled a good bit, and yeah, the work that you guys do is fantastic. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do it for you guys. So yeah.
You know, it's funny, Stephen, because all the right wingers, haters, you know, they're like, you guys have an agenda. You're trying to groom people to be trans and gay. Let me tell you something. Honest to God, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. It's a really shitty life.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun. None of it's fun. It's not. The only thing that's fun is if you get part of your transition done. Then you're like, oh, that's better. That's a little closer. You know, that's more like what I feel. But besides that, I don't recommend it. If you can be straight, just be straight.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Because you can walk in any space and you're fine and you're okay and you don't have all those haters and you don't have to worry about walking to a bathroom at the gym and get your ass kicked because you're a little tiny dude and walking in there with a bunch of big ass fucking muscly men that could kill you, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, I don't recommend being gay or trans. It's really it's not the best.
You're assuming, Beck, that like the majority of like why you would say that is because of what the world puts on you, you know, and it's not.
Well, just anybody, people I know. Yeah. Honestly, where I live, nobody gives a fuck. Mm-hmm. I live in a blue state, in a city that's blue, where nobody gives a fuck. Like, they just don't care. Just don't be an asshole. Mm-hmm. Don't hurt anybody. People don't care here.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're at a place where you have people around it that are supportive in some way, shape, or form. You know, I mean, that's so crucial.
Like the community here is. I announced it at work, and everybody was like, "Okay, you're back now."
Yeah.
And that's how open-minded people are here. So I'm really lucky, you know. But I also used to live in Ohio, where it's not like that.
Yeah.
So my son lives there still, and he's trans. He's crazy. I told him to leave. I can't get him to move out of there. He finds a group of tail to chase, and he won't leave. That's it.
Yeah, and it comes down to that question of like, is it like, you know, places are never going to change if we don't, if people aren't going to put themselves forward and try and change it. But at the same time, that's an awful lot for somebody to take on, and it can be, you know, I would never recommend someone put themselves in a situation where they feel like they're in danger or at risk, you know. So it is.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that unless you have people with you. Make sure there's lots of people you have. Your people. Yeah.
And it really, like here in Ireland, again, Beck, I'm not sure if you know much about the LGBT plus community in Ireland and what the experience has been, but you know, we're a historically very conservative country. You know, and 8 years ago, we were the first country to vote in marriage equality by popular vote. We had a referendum. Actually, it was the offices were within the walls of Outhouse for that, and a lot of people, like, you know, it was amazing. It changed an awful lot in terms of the way society viewed our community, and it changed certain policies and made life easier for a lot of people. But the reality is, it didn't address a whole lot of other issues. And since then, we're kind of noticing that there's this assumption that, oh, sure, haven't you got marriage equality? Isn't everything great? And there's almost an obliviousness to the real issues and challenges that have existed long before that, and that are continuing to exist, and these new challenges as well. I heard you mention the far right. I know in the US it is so beyond out of hand over there, but we are seeing it's a very small but very vocal and very platformed group of far right people that are taking hold in Ireland as well. We're seeing an awful lot of hate speech, and that has also led to hate crime. Last year, 2022, I think, was the most violent year for LGBT plus people in Ireland for a decade. We've seen a lot of homophobic and transphobic attacks, premeditated assaults, and even 2 murders last year in April in County Sligo. You know, there's still a lot to be done, and an awful lot of progress that needs to be made for people to feel safe. And not, again, we use the word safe an awful lot, and it's something we kind of battle with a little bit in Outhouse, because, you know, safety, it is tantamount, but at the same time, it's like safety should be a given. We want to be seen, we want to be celebrated. You know, safety should be a given. We don't want to say within the walls of Outhouse you're safe. It should be within this world you're safe. You know, it should be everywhere. So
I agree. Well, I'd like everybody to be safe, honestly. I don't care what religion you are or aren't, what color you are or aren't. I just want everybody to fucking be treated fairly, and people to be respectful to each other and be honest. And I know, pipe dream, but that's no, I'm with you, man. It's crazy how much, like, here it changes so much from state to state that you're in, and from city to city. Like, you can be in a big city and say where is it, Kansas, for instance, Kansas and Missouri. You go to Kansas City and there's a bunch of diversity there. You drive an hour away to a little town and someone will kill you.
Yeah. I mean,
I live black or gay or Hispanic or whatever it is. Yeah. And so it's so weird here. Like, you can go into the city and just be yourself, but as soon as you drive out of that city limits, you better act like everybody else.
Yeah, and
you better hide yourself.
I've lived in the US for a time. I lived in San Francisco for a while, and I've also got family in Utah and in Alabama. So kind of quite a broad experience of the US.
Alabama and San Francisco are literally like, I don't even want to say night and day. I want to say black hole and okay. Like, it's so different. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
I can't even imagine.
And
that's one thing I've never figured out though. Like Steven and I were talking earlier about people staying where they don't want to be, and I'm like, just move, you know.
Yeah.
But I said I don't know why people keep rebuilding their house in Tornado Alley. Like,
and
they interview them and they're like, "This is the 4th time I've had to rebuild."
Yeah.
So you had all that insurance money in your hand to rebuild your house. Sell the fucking property cheap. Get the fuck out. There's plenty of places where no tornadoes touch down, like ever or barely ever. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. And it is. I think a lot of the time when it comes to, I mean, moving away from tornadoes to the like homophobia, transphobia, like all of that we're seeing. You know, I think when it comes to that, it is about, like, I go back and forth on this myself. Like I grew up on a farm. I moved when I was 18 with no intention of ever moving back. And actually, when I moved back from the US to Ireland, I stayed on the farm with my dad, with my now 90-year-old grandmother, who I never expected to come out to. And I moved with my partner. So, and my granny was delighted. She loves my partner, introduced him to the local priest, who I have my differences with, you know, but again, I never expected, I think growing up there, I never expected it could be like that. I didn't see that in my future at all. And I think it's moments like that where I realize, okay, there is a chance for things to change. And I do look at, like, kind of the younger generation. I feel, because the reality is, even if we move when we're adults, when we have the opportunity to move, there are still young people growing up in these spaces. And if they don't see other people like them, or see access to ways out or access to support, you know, it's very difficult. But at the same time, I think a lot of time, I think organizations can also provide that. I think there's, I can't remember the name. I think it might be Circle in Utah that provides something similar to Outhouse. And like, again, Outhouse is in Dublin city centre. Dublin is quite progressive, so it's nowhere near as extreme. But it is great to have access to organizations that can provide that support, because individuals can do a lot, but at the same time, it's a lot to take on. You know, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I think that we all kind of want and envision a future where, you know, the likes of Outhouse is not needed for the current thing that I like. Obviously look at as like a community space of like like-minded individuals and everything else like that. Yeah, 100%, right? Like that can still, you know, occur and whatever else. But the whole kind of the safe space kind of element of it, that, you know, I mean, yeah, I think we can all kind of agree that we want those kind of places to not need to exist. It's fantastic that they do, but yeah, you know, there is still, I 100% agree with you, John, that yes, the same-sex marriage referendum, it did massive amounts, right? It, you know, like it made it so that I mean, like, we were the first country to ever do that by way of public vote. And yes, it was crucial and needed and everything else, but there is so much more work to do. So yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
there's work everywhere to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah, I think within the charity sector, I mean, we say it a lot of times in Outhouse, is that the real end goal for a charity is to make it so you don't need to exist. That's the real end goal. I mean,
yeah, wouldn't that be great?
The pipe dream. Right now, our long-term goal, our long-term goal, is to become a world-class LGBT plus center, so that other countries, like, to be somewhere that other countries can look to as leading the way in supporting our community, uplifting our community, celebrating our community, creating those spaces. But yeah, I mean, the ideal would be that there's no need for us, you know. But while there is that need, we'll be there. Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, I hope I hope that the fundraiser goes well. I hope that we raise kind of, more than what the target is and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know 100% like exactly we'll say how it's going to work. So the way that it's set up, it's through GoFundMe and with charities and stuff like that. It doesn't need to be, they send it to me and then I send it to you. It does I'm the middleman and I'm cut out of that situation. So I believe as soon as I end the fundraiser, that all of the money that has been raised then will then be sent to you guys. So yeah, but look, I hope that we have a pretty decent turnout and we raise a good bit of money for you guys. So.
Yeah, well, best of luck. I don't envy you with the 24 hours. I'm after the month of Pride that we've had. So much going on. I'm absolutely not. I don't think I could do half of that. But yeah, that's it.
No problem at all, man. No problem at all. Look, thank you so much for kind of stopping by and for kind of telling us all about what it is. And yeah, I'll hope to talk to you soon anyway.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, best of luck and thanks for having me.
Cheers, John.
Thanks, buddy. Nice meeting you, John. What a good guy. I like him.
And we are no longer on fucking camera anymore, but now, no, we're not. No, we're not. I need to bring up the thingy. Bear with me. I am so sorry.
What did he do? What did he do?
I didn't actually even really do anything. It just kind of, when he joined, and then when, I'm not blaming, obviously, but when he joined and then when he left, it kind of screwed up the positions of where everybody was, so I had to reorganize.
Yeah.
Look, again, even if that wasn't the case, I haven't streamed in 6 fucking months, okay? But it's, again, thank you to Nerdy. It's a live production. This is not edited. It's yeah.
Yeah, this is live, god damn it. Everybody.
Sometimes you do need to edit on the fly. But anyway, yes. So yeah, that is what Outhouse is. That's who they are. That's what they're doing. So yes, Amber, this is live. We are live, and this is live.
So
yeah,
this is live YouTube.
Yeah, this is the
Never
joys.
been on this before.
This is the joys of live YouTube. Take a look around at the space. No. So yeah, look. Obviously, there is absolutely, I don't want to put any sort of pressure at all on absolutely anybody, but the link is there. I do hope that we do well, but there's absolutely no pressure at all. I am not paid until tomorrow. I will be paid at some point during the duration of this. I'm going to be donating it myself. I'm going to show that live on stream, how much I'm going to be donating and everything else. So, yeah. Because I will never, ever, ever ask you, Beck, personally, or anybody else in the live chat to donate to something that I myself wouldn't donate to. So, yeah, I'm going to be donating to it as soon as I'm paid. But, yeah, that's it for right now. Anywho, I'm very sorry to have had to have cut you off, Beck, at the time. I just knew that John wasn't available for that, like a massive amount of time.
How dare you cut me off on your own channel and a thing you're running, and I just came to help.
I'm so sorry. But anyway,
shut up.
We were discussing the boys who went down to view the Titanic, and you were telling us what you taught. What you taught. There is okay. I do sometimes try and rein in the Irish accent, but that is the most Irish way I could have pronounced that fucking word if I tried. So you were telling us your thoughts.
I mean, it's true. You really went crazy on that one, buddy. Okay, so one of the things about that whole thing that people need to keep in mind is it's not that he used the wrong materials to build it. He used it too many times.
I was just going to say, I mean, it's not that he used the wrong materials to build it. It's just that he used the wrong materials to build it. Because, wasn't it made out of carbon fiber
used the right
and
materials
titanium?
For something that's used 1 or 2 times and then taken apart and redone. Mm-hmm. This was like his 9th dive with it. That was the mistake. There's too much wear and tear on the fucking Well, I guess the structure of the ship or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess, like, technically speaking, it is a submarine, but just, well, not a very good one. Look, I don't know, man. Look, I saw that there was a few other people as well, but, you know, I think the biggest kind of name that was kind of talking about this was Vosh, where he was kind of like, hey, you know, like, people kind of, left-wingers specifically, kind of making jokes about this, like, it's not really great. Look, man, I'm sorry, okay? I'm so fucking sorry. They spent $265,000 to go into a submarine that is going down to the fuck
Titanic.
Jesus Christ, why
wreckage?
Yes,
wreckage works. Yeah.
And it's like they like, okay, look, right, if I was ever, I don't envision a scenario where I am getting into a submarine, but if you have to make me sign a waiver beforehand, there's some fucking second, third, fourth, and fifth thoughts about getting into that. So look, I mean, God, I don't know. Look, do I think it's funny that people died? No, obviously not. Obviously not.
No,
that's
no.
You know, clear.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, do I think that the situation in itself is, I mean, it's not funny, but it's very stupid. You know, like, again, you got into a fucking submarine that was bolted from the outside. That was, like, I mean, that was your fucking first clue that this was maybe not, there's no door. Which, look, I get, you know, underwater, it's not great to be opening doors, but at the same time, like, there is going to be
generally, if they bolt you in and weld it, you don't want to be in there.
Yeah, but, like, again, it's the same.
I mean, like, you're right. I can't argue.
At some point, you are envisioning getting out of it, so, like, a door would be handy. So it's look, oh my god, man, I don't know. And then the fucking controller for the thing. It was a fucking knockoff PS2 controller that you can get for $35 on fucking eBay or on Amazon or whatever the fuck. Like, using that to control the thing, look, there was a lot of red flags from the very, very start of this operation that were ignored, and I mean, doomed to failure, I would say, is what it is. I wouldn't say that it's, you know, it's obviously, it's not funny that people died or whatever else, but it's just, this was doomed. It was ill-advised, is what I will say. It is ill-advised.
You know, honestly, you know the one person I feel bad about was the kid.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
He didn't even want to go. No. His dad made him go.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Look, you know,
and I feel bad for the mother.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I feel terrible for
the other guys. They're idiots. I just feel bad for their spouses.
Yeah. I feel bad for the families. I feel bad for the friends.
They're rich.
I feel bad for the family. I feel bad for the friends of the people that knew them and everything else. But, like, you know, I don't know, man. It's like, God, I don't know. Because there's nothing to really, like, compare it to, right? Like,
yeah, I know.
I don't know. It was a bad idea from the absolute, like, inception and everything else. But yeah, I do want to very, very quickly say thank you to both Nicholas and Mikkel, who have donated. So thank you so much for that. And I know that Amber asked, how much are we paying to see the Mankini? I promise you, I will ask MathPig as soon as he shows up. I will ask him that, and I'm sure that he will do it. There was someone else though as well. Yes, Nerdy said that the best donation value is 33 quid. And I absolutely fucking agree with him, because hearing that number in my funny little accent, I'm sure will be of amusement. So yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, it was, I don't know, man, it was just funny, but, like, now that we know, like, exactly what kind of happened, obviously, like, the entire sub just imploded, and, I mean, they died in, like, a fraction of a second. So, you know, look, they didn't suffer. There was no kind of, it wasn't a painful death or whatever else that happened instantly. So yeah. Look, I'm happy about that part at least. That there was no suffering involved. So yeah, that's good anyway. That's good anyway.
Yeah.
But In Time said that he is going, or that they are going to donate again so that it hides the Mankini. Well, we'll have to come up with a value for that then as well. How much? Oh my god, how much do we need to donate to keep Mathpig fully clothed? Just tell us. I feel bad talking about the dude. He's not even here. But look, again, these are all questions for Mathpig when he does show up. So yeah, we can ask him then. But oh my god, wait, and I kind of think about some of the stuff that's been fucking happening in the last little while. Like I've missed on so much stuff that's been happening that I just haven't, because I haven't streamed in 6 months. Jesus Christ, yeah, what the fuck else has been happening? What has been going on that people have been talking about? Give me as a...
Oh my god, dude, there's so much that has happened.
In the last 6 months, yeah. I'm not, it's not exactly...
Begin.
It's not exactly narrowing it down. I do.
Ukraine?
Well, oh god, yeah.
Right, that's a big topic.
Yeah, massive. I genuinely look. It's not a cop out or anything else. I genuinely, man, I am the least fucking qualified person to talk about what's happening with Russia and Ukraine at the moment. I know that there was some form of a coup attempt on Russia's end that Navor,
actually, you know what it was? It was the Wagner group.
Yes. Yeah.
I think they wanted to shoot things more or something. So they started heading towards Moscow, and they got to the town outside of Moscow. It's an hour or 2 hours away. What's it called? It's on the main highway going there. Anyways, and then all of a sudden Putin left Moscow, ran to another town and said, yeah, you can have what you want. That's what it boils down to.
Oh.
Yep, he ran out of town.
Okay.
Pussy.
Well, yeah. God above. I'm so sorry. I feel so unprepared because I came with no topics, and I'm just here for 24 hours. I'm already after going.
You're fine.
We're an hour and 5 minutes in, and I have already gone fucking loopy. This is crazy.
I told you to lay off those sleeping pills. Anyways,
I've only okay, that's I genuinely think that's the second sleeping pill I've ever taken in my life. Yeah, second one. Yeah, I took one a couple of weeks ago just because I hadn't fucking slept in 3 weeks. Well, not properly anyway. And so I just fucking need a decent night sleep, and my housemate came to my rescue and she gave me a sleeping pill, and I asked her then for another one in preparation for today, and got the hookup and whatever else. But genuinely, I've never taken a fucking I just don't take them. I usually sleep, you know what I mean? I usually don't need to take them. So it's just I don't actually think I said this bit on stream, but just to the audience, if you ever want to have a weird day, just wake up and take a sleeping pill. Like in that order, wake up and then take a sleeping pill. If you ever want to have a really weird day. Yeah. That's what happened to me today.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it works.
Oh, it fucking works. It fucking works. Man, I woke up, I felt incredible. I mean, I felt incredible. It is I don't know. It's like when I was asleep, I had a fucking, you know what I mean? I had a fucking software update or something like that. I just felt fresh and new and,
we have a sucker. I mean, we have a volunteer.
We have a volunteer.
Yeah, Nick said he would come in and talk about Ukraine stuff. He's totally up on it. He's been talking to
100%
Operator Starsky and all those guys.
Definitely,
yeah, in time,
man.
Nick.
Definitely. Give me a second now till I post the link. Into.
Oh, I'm so stiff.
The live chat.
Yes. Yeah, come on in, buddy. You know more about that shit. You and the only other person I could get on here would be like Claire and Amy Hogan besides him. Like those guys have been talking to Operator Starsky this whole time, and they get weekly updates, just discuss stuff with them, troop movement, like they know that shit. Yeah.
Okay, so there's the link to join for anybody. Anybody wants to fucking come in. Hey, look, we're here for 24 fucking hours. All right, like as gorgeous as me and Beck are, I'm sure that you don't want to just be looking at the two of us for the entirety of the stream. I mean,
I could take off my shirt.
Let's keep the stripping for donations for a little bit later in the stream. So
wait a minute, dude! I had top surgery. There's no stripping here.
Well, it's still
missed that whole thing.
No, it's still stripping. It's still taking your clothes off.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, you know what the illegal part would probably be is that I got to keep my nipples. So, but I hang out on Slim Cyborg streams all the time, topless with him, naked.
Nipples are the illegal bit. What? Why? Why are nipples illegal? What? Yeah, no. But why are nipples the illegal bit?
YouTube might recognize them. It might see male nipples as female nipples.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the.
Then you go bye.
Yeah, look, I mean that's the risk that you take, you know.
It really is. Yeah. It's true. Yep. Real talk.
Oh, hang on here now. Who did you say was coming in? In time shop.
Nick was talking about coming in.
Nick. Link is in the live chat there. Click that, and you're in. And Amber says that female nipples are evil. Apparently, it's something to do with Satan, which sure, probably.
Maybe that's why I like them so much.
Maybe, yeah. Could be. It's a good reason as any. So.
Hello, Amber. I love you. I miss you.
I do miss Amber. All right.
I don't remember what I was going to say now.
I haven't talked to Amber and I don't even know how long.
God, I haven't either.
Yeah, it's been quite some time. It's been quite some time since I've talked to fucking anybody from the community, honestly. I had a little bit of a catch up with MathPick a couple of weeks back, but nothing really kind of major since. So yeah. No, it's just kind of good, like, cause I'm watching the live chat kind of go by, and I'm recognizing all the usernames and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, this fucking community is just so. Oh man, it's
awesome.
Yes, yeah, just awesome. It's just amazing, you know, like the amount of people who will just kind of consistently come out.
There he is.
Hello.
There's my buddy. How you doing, friend?
I'm doing good. How are you? I was glad you checked your phone. I was like, and it turns out, so something came up, so I've only got about 10 minutes, but we've got a show tonight. After the show tonight, I will be free, so I can be like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Eastern Standard. I'd love to come in and spend a little more time with you guys. But you mentioned Ukraine. I was just cool. Like, my ears are burning, so I figured I'd come in and...
He said, what's happened in the last 6 months? And I was like, a lot?
Yeah. Well, it's like you've got a news channel in the live chat. I'm just saying. But yeah.
Yeah, you might as well just stream it on the side, bro, because there's so much going on.
Oh dear Lord. We're going to be talking. The biggie was Wagner. Yeah, the coup d'état, which was one of two things we don't know yet, but it could only have been one of two things. Commander Lance McMillan, who staged the Iraq War for the 5th Fleet out of CENTCOM, he is going to be with us tonight, and we're going to actually be talking about what we think happened. It was one of two things. It was either a genuine coup attempt And they had something on Prigozhin that we don't know, but they knew ahead of time that it was going to happen. They knew at least 2 days beforehand it was going to happen.
Prigozhin, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, their security services figured out it was going to happen, so they ended up probably trying. And all of those people, Prigozhin's actually an oligarch, and all of those people have compromise on everybody else. They can all blackmail each other. They can all kill their loved ones. That's how actually they maintain internal cohesion. Believe it or not, is because if you betray one of them, you're going to get murdered by someone. So so they had an extra 2 days to try to figure out what they could get on Prigozhin. He then does his thing. They probably did legit try to wipe him out with an attack in Ukraine. That was what he claimed was the inspiration for his going through. He captured 2 cities. He was about 120 miles out of Moscow. Moscow had a ring of tanks encircling it. They were ready as they could be. They had their tanks and some of them were like T-55s, which was made in 1955. And so it's like they're defending themselves with okay, they're getting out the spitballs, like they're taking straws. Okay, don't fire the spitball until you see the whites of there. But at any rate,
periscope up.
Yeah, exactly. They got the Cracker Jack box periscope thing. They're like, we got him, sir. But and then he stopped, and nobody knows why he stopped. He turned around and bailed, and presumably has been exiled to Belarus. Nobody has seen him for 48 hours. Nobody has seen a general who sided with him when this happened. A number of units sided with him. In my view, he had enough to take Moscow if he wanted to. So the question is, why did he stop? Now we know that the leader of Belarus. Well, what he wanted to topple. He made it clear he wanted to topple the regime Shoigu. So no, something stopped him. So it was either
what?
He wanted to topple the regime. So he wanted He named the generals, including Shoigu. He named all their top generals. He said, I'm getting rid of all of them. And he was going to go to Moscow. He's going to capture them all and do who knows what. And at the very end, he also even named Putin and said, that's it, we're getting rid of Putin too. And then he stops. Why? 2 possible reasons. One, they got something on him when the leader of Belarus, Lushenko, reached out to him. Lushenko said, well, we've got your kid, or we've got I don't know. And I haven't been able to figure out what, but he said, you're going to stop or else. And then they stopped, and what's going to happen is he's going to have a close encounter with an open window at some point in the next year or so. So it was either that, or it was all fake. 2 months ago, Putin says, listen, I'm not sure who I can trust here. I'd like you to stage a rebellion. We'll see who joins you. It's the Night of the Long Knives that happened in Germany. That was how Hitler got rid of anybody he didn't trust. Was he faked, said, oh, I'm going to fake a coup, and then everybody who joins them, boom, 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 kill all of them, and you get Prigozhin out and whatever. And that has absolutely happened. Anyone who sided with Prigozhin is now gone. So there was a benefit to Putin. There was also some major drawbacks. It's very hard to say what really happened, but he was about 120 miles out of Moscow. He was about to overthrow the government of Russia, and he just stopped. That's what happened.
He sure did.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a mystery. It was interesting covering it live because we're like, okay, now he's 200 miles. Now he's 180 miles. And we were just watching.
Now he's 150.
Live.
Now he's 120. Yeah. Okay, there.
And then everything stopped, and we're like, we'd like to kind of know what's going on, but
yeah.
I called Biden, but he didn't return my calls, and someone from the Secret Service knocked and said, "Should you really be calling the President of the United States?" I said, "Well,
want to know some information? I have some.
Yeah, I'm curious. Curious minds.
I have some questions.
I'm a YouTuber, God damn it! You better answer my. Yeah, exactly. If you've got to take a call from the New York Times or some YouTuber, So that's it. That's what happened. I mean, it had, I think, a legit shot of overthrowing. It was exactly what people have been waiting for, which is something that would overthrow Putin, and it just stopped. That's it. Don't know anything more than that. Nobody knows anything more than that. So there you go. As for what else? Okay. Oh yeah.
Nope.
So what is it? Affirmative action was thrown out today. The courts made it illegal for affirmative action to be done in the courts. In college admissions, it's illegal for them to consider race. But the one good news was the courts upheld that states cannot remove judicial review from gerrymandered districts. So Georgia, a couple other states were saying, oh, if we gerrymander our districts, the Constitution says we can do it. I think actually it kind of does say that, but I don't think that it's wise policy to enforce that. And the Supreme Court said, yeah, no, you have to have judicial review, which means states cannot gerrymander without review. And if they had gone the other way, would have been in huge fucking trouble, because it would just be basically mean the state legislature can gerrymander any way they want and can disenfranchise the minority party completely. But that's not what happened, so yay, I guess.
Well, that's good. Something.
Yeah,
These days, Nick, we got to take all the little wins we have, man.
That was actually a huge, and that one I anticipated going that way. Everyone said it was going to go the other way, and I was terrified it would, but I suspected it would go the way it did, and the reason is simple. I've never seen the judicial, executive, or legislative branch ever, when given an option to roll back their powers, say, yeah, that's a really good idea. We'd like to have less power, and that's what this was actually doing. This was saying that there'd be no judicial oversight of congressional districts. It would just be the state legislature. And they're like, no, we get to review you. I'm sorry. And it's like, I interpret the Constitution as actually saying, no, they don't, but it doesn't matter. It was the right call, so.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I got 2 more minutes. Again, sorry I'm rushed, and I know I'm like talking a mile a minute, but if anyone had anything else they wanted to ask about, those are the biggies. And I will say, I'm going to very strongly disagree with they used the right material, and here's why. I concur in principle with what you're saying. The material they used was extraordinary and could handle a huge amount of depth, but every time you used it, it wasn't resilient. So what would happen is it wasn't even the weight coming down, it was coming back up. You'd lose like 200 to 500 feet of how far it could go. So after just 2 or 3 dives, it would lose 1,000, even up to 2,000 feet into how deep it could go. So yes, it was the right material for a single dive, but when they made this thing, the idea was it was going to do 100 dives. So if you know that when you're making it, the resiliency matters, and they used material that was not resilient enough over time to do the number of dives. So while it was sufficient for a single dive, this was a tourist submersible. It was intended to be used over and over and over, and they used material that absolutely under no sets of circumstances could possibly
That's
be used
exactly
that
what
way.
I said. The guy said you could do it, use it once or twice, and throw it away, and they kept using it.
Yeah. And they knew that, so it was the wrong material, because they deliberately used material that could not. So I'm saying I don't know what I'm saying, Beck, actually, quite frankly. I'm saying, listen, I either very strongly agree with you or very strongly disagree with you. Do you understand? And if you do, could you explain it to me? Because I have no clue what I'm talking about.
No, that's what I was telling them. I said, the materials he used was fine for something that you go down once or twice.
Yeah.
If they would have, every 2 dives, disassemble it and redo it, then they could have kept using that frame or whatever. But you can't use temporary materials and use them 9 times and expect them to withhold. You don't buy. Okay, here's the thing. You don't buy a device from Harbor Freight on the cheapest aisle and get it to make your whole homework. That's what I'm saying.
That makes sense.
Spend the money, get the Makita.
So I'm going to say I disagree with you, but on grounds that we do not yet understand or know. So I disagree with you completely, but I have no reason to yet. So later, when we find a reason to disagree, I'll say, see, this is what I was talking about.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll be wrong. I'm totally uneducated, Nick. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
So I got to get going.
I don't know shit.
One other thing I wanted to say before I go, though, is I'm actually much more sympathetic to the people who died on that, and here's why. I would have had great concerns, right? But you read about the material that was used and how awesome it is, and I'd say, oh, hey, great, and they lied. They lied so much on all of their paperwork, on everything that they did. They lied on all of it. Now, you should expect that to some extent, but then if I learned that the CEO himself was going to be in the same one with me, that would assuage a lot of my concerns.
Yeah, realistically, though,
I only feel bad for the kid that didn't want to be there.
I feel extra bad for him, but for all of them, I'm like, look, even with due diligence, except the only one I don't feel bad for really is the CEO, because it's like, dude, and he was building that I want to know what was going on in his head. It looks like he was disconnected from reality when it came to safety, because he just kept talking about safety's not an issue, and he just did everything wrong with safety. He's absolutely responsible. Why the fuck did he get in the thing? I don't know.
Okay, so hold on. So the other guys didn't know what was going on with the sub?
No, they had no idea. None of the passengers knew. All the material that all of them had said that this was one of the most revolutionary subs, and it was, in as much as you had mentioned with the material, but nobody knew, none of the passengers knew that you couldn't reuse it. So they'd read the, my God, it can withstand all this.
I just don't feel bad for the CEO then.
Yeah, same. All right, I really do need to go.
I must have misheard something or was misinformed, because
I thought the technicians knew. Two technicians knew, and they got fired for even trying to bring it up. So yeah, which means the CEO should have known.
You did tell me they fired somebody for saying this isn't right.
They fired two. They fired two who discovered the problem, and they fired both of them. And all of the literature said it was okay, and the literature was accurate about the quality of the materials, but neglected to mention that it wasn't resilient, or that it really shouldn't have been used in this sub for the reasons we mentioned.
This isn't the first time it went down. That's what they should have told him.
But they didn't tell them anything. They just said, here's the material, here's how awesome it is, and people said, oh, this sounds like it could be done safely. And then with the CEO going on, of course it's safe.
Yeah.
So
I won't go underwater up in space with some dumbass I don't know.
All right. I'll catch you all later. I'll be back. Have a good one.
Bye, Nick.
My pleasure.
Bye. It's craziness, man. No, I was misunderstood something, because I thought they were all four like in business together or something. So I didn't know that the other three guys that were clueless. That's horrible. That's fucking horrible. Now I feel bad for them, except for the CEO guy. I don't even know names. Don't ask me.
Yeah, no,
the CEO guy, the dead kid, the...
Yeah, I definitely didn't know that the fucking... that the CEO kind of knew about it and stuff like that. Like, yeah, no, I had no clue about that. No clue about that at all.
I thought all of them knew, but I knew at least one of them on there knew all of it. He was, I mean, that's the thing. It's not like he was sending other people down there. He went down himself.
I mean, realistically though, if the fucking CEO knew,
was he just suicidal, trying to prove
I was just gonna say, what the fuck did he? Why did he get on then?
I bet you it was pride related. It was pride related. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I don't know, man, definitely, because it's just like, if you knew that this had been used several times and can't be reused several times, why the fuck did you get, like, why'd you get in this fucking sub? Like, just, why'd you do it? It doesn't make any sense.
No, it really doesn't, to be honest with you. Makes no sense. I don't know, man. People do crazy shit that I never understand, so...
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's one of those things, like, you would never fucking predict that was going to happen, though, like, right? Like, at the start of the year, did anybody have this on their fucking bingo card, that a bunch of billionaires were going to go down and visit the fucking Titanic? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
didn't have that one.
And it's like, in work, like, we have been kind of talking about it, and one of the boys just kind of said, like, you know, like, just why? About the whole thing, about, like, the idea, the concept, the everything, like, just why? Why would you even want to do it? And I was just like, because, dude, they're billionaires. They've done everything. They've done everything. Yeah. You know, everything that you are sitting here and thinking, oh, you know, like, I'd really like to do this.
Man, it'd be cool to do that.
Yeah,
they've already done it.
Yeah, I want to do this, or I want to do that. They've done everything on everyone's
list.
Plus,
you know,
so it's
you have to remember too. A lot of I'm sorry.
No. You're fine. It's just, this is just the thing that they then get to say. Yeah, there's like 100 of us on the planet that have been, you know what I mean, that have done what I've done. That's why. It's because they wanted to be able to say, like, you haven't and can't do it, and I can, so that's why I did it. Like, just why? Because why else would you? Why else would you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go down to, like, if I had the opportunity to, I wouldn't want to go down and visit the fucking Titanic. Why? Why? It's a fucking shipwreck. It's been down there for more than 100 years. I know pretty much what it's going to look like. So just why would you want to?
I mean, I'm sure it's amazing to see in person and all that, but that's what I was going to say is I think that when you get to that point, it's not a matter of, it's more like sticking your name on cool shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the pride aspect of it. They want their names and going down and seeing the Titanic. And I guarantee you, if they would have lived, they would have been the guys that went up and went to the restaurant in space for 6 hours and spent $250K, you know, because I want to say I did.
Yeah,
I want my name on
like,
it or whatever.
Yeah, but that's just it. Like, we're so very, very quickly now getting to a stage where we're just running out of like extra things to do, you know? Like,
well, here I know what they can do. I have a really cool thing they could do. Their name would live in legacy. They would be like top notch. Everybody would know their name.
Go ahead.
Actually donate something to fucking poor people.
Yeah, that's also.
There's plenty of stars and shit out there that do it. We know they do it.
Yeah.
We know their names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
they're gonna blow the money and go kill themselves instead of like helping people. Like, how much money? How much money did that cost to go down there and die?
Exactly. Yeah. More than $250,000. Like, if they gave $250,000 to, like, I don't know, some fucking charity that like runs like a fucking food bank or something. Like, just think about how many fucking people that would have fed. $250,000. You know,
why don't they give money to the guy that takes food that the rich people won't buy because there's like a little scratch or dent or something on it, and he sells them at like dirt fucking cheap. He buys it basically as trash and sells it at cost.
Yeah.
And it's a non-profit. Why don't they give him money and let him open up more locations?
Yeah.
That wouldn't even cost much.
Absolutely.
250,000 from each one of them would have.
Oh,
just
more than enough. How much? More than enough to set up like 3-4 even places. You know what I mean? Like, no, definitely, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like,
and if cities really wanted to help their people, when these nonprofits come in to fucking set up house to help people, how come they don't just let them use one of the empty buildings they have laying around? Because every fucking city has empty buildings that are just sitting there, and there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But no, they got to make money off of it. Got to make money off of it. Got to rent it out.
Yeah, no, like it's something that I heard like a good while ago, which is that like the idea, and this is borne out in the stats as well, like over a certain amount, I think it's like $85,000 a year. Like, over that amount, it stops helping your happiness, right? So the difference between you earning, we'll say $90,000 a year and $1 million a year, yeah, there's obviously like a financial value there, but in terms of like making your life better or happier or anything else, it's nothing. There's no difference at all. Yeah. So it's but money can make you happy if you spend it or if you give it away. That's what makes you happy. Because look, the idea of like we have the fucking Euro Millions here, right? It's a lotto, and like the top prize, we'll say, is like ludicrous. It's like, you know, fucking 80 million, 150 million, whatever else. If I ever got into a situation where I had $150 million, I swear to fucking Christ, I am not just saying this just for like effect or for pats on the back or anything else. I would legitimately give half of that away. You still have $75 fucking million if you give away half of that. Do you have any idea how much fucking money that is? That's a ludicrous sum of money. So like, to give half that away and just to be able, like, just to see the good and the like every, you know, like how you, like if you were to give that to individual people or if you were to give that to charities or to organizations, whatever else, to literally see how happy or how much better you are making other people's life, that's what makes you happy. So money can do that, but only if you spend it, only if you give it away. Like, having money in the fucking bank, yeah, sure. Like, absolutely. Well done, you. You pillaged and stole for decades to be able to have fucking $10 billion in the fucking bank. That's not making you happy, though, dude. You have it in the bank. Like, it's just sitting there. What are you doing with it? You know, it's like, who the fuck needs that much money?
Nothing.
Like, who needs that much money? Why do you need $10 billion? Why are you not happy with one? You've got $1 billion fucking dollars. Why would you not say, I have achieved something absolutely fucking unbelievable, and now everything else that I get after this, I'm just fucking giving it away. I'm donating to somebody somewhere. Why would that not be what you do?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I just have look, I don't know, man. I just don't have any fucking
Crazy
patience
shit.
or anything else.
I always tell people if I was rich, I'd be poor.
Yeah, 100%.
If I was rich, I'd be poor. I'd give it all away. I know I would.
Yeah,
because I don't want to live any higher up than what I do. I like where I live.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to live like this.
Yeah, like look at
so no big deal.
Would all of us like to have a little bit more money? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but it's just like, as you've just said, man. Look, you know, I get paid. I know that my rent is paid. I know that my bills are paid. I know that I have money for food, and I have a little bit of money then for whatever. If I want to go to the cinema, if I want to go out with the lads, whatever. I know that I have the money for that, man. I'm fucking comfortable, you know? Like, what more do I need? Like, why else do I want to be like, you know, no, like, I have like X amount of thousands even in the fucking bank. Like, why? I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I have enough money for everything that I want to be able to do. And just, why do you need any more than that?
I don't know. Because people are greedy. It's power. It makes them feel like they got a bigger dick. I don't know.
100 fucking
doesn't make any damn sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's all it is.
I don't know of a single other fucking reason why you would want to do that. But sorry, that coffee's still really fucking hot. I made
that's good, man. I like hot coffee.
Sorry, look. Oh yeah, no. I do as well. This is not obviously like a fucking product review or whatever. But this fucking coffee, I swear to fucking Christ, I made this coffee before I started streaming. Right at 9 o'clock. It is now 35 minutes past 10, and it's still boiling. It's still very hot. Like it's fucking incredible, man. Wow. It does me for the whole.
What do you have it in?
It's like a fucking thermal cup.
What? What brand name is it? It matters.
What brand name is the cup?
What's the brand name on it?
It doesn't have one.
Look on the bottom. It does. If it's keeping it that hot, I want to know the brand name of that cup.
I swear to Christ, it doesn't have a fucking brand name on it. Nowhere.
Weird.
Yeah. I got it on Amazon. It was pretty fucking like it was cheap-ish. I think it was like 20 quid or something like that. Like, so like it wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a ludicrous amount or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's just very good fucking product. But anyway. Oh my god. So I kind of had like a little bit of like a look around on like some old playlists and stuff like that I had made, and I did want to react to this at the time. Now I know that this is like ridiculously like outdated or just dated at this point, but it's yeah, I wanted to fucking react to this. Give me a fucking second till I set up the whole thing. Where's my mouse? There we are. There we go. Me and a friend react. There we go.
I don't know, man. I don't know where anything is.
Now why did that have to happen? Okay. Oh my god. What is happening? Mathpig, the stream is falling apart. If you can hear me, come and help.
Mathpig, wherever you are.
Yeah, literally wherever the fuck you are. What the hell is going on?
Dude, no, seriously, where are you?
I don't know. Every time I try and add the fucking video in so that you can see it, it's just not working.
I can see it fine.
Yeah, now because I have it added in, but if I remove it, then it's like the fucking... The thingy turns off. Why is the thingy turning off?
What's the
Matt
thing?
Pig.
I'm confused.
The hack that Amber made for this.
Oh.
It turns it off whenever I add the fucking thing in. What? Yes, thank you. Hivesci is here, by the way. Sound the siren, 100%. Where is Mathpick? Genuinely, like, where is this man? He said he would be here, but I am also then kind of just like, I need assistance. I need to figure out why this is not working. If I play this, are you going to be able to see or to hear it? I don't think that you will, which is like, there's no point in having it then.
I don't know, man. I haven't played with fucking
add to the stream,
OBS shit in forever.
Ah, I figured it out.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I'm a fucking genius. Apparently.
Well, I didn't say you weren't.
No, but it's literally, it's just I don't know. I haven't had to, and I shouldn't have had to fucking turn the whole tidy view off, add it in, then turn it back on again for it to work. But look, anyway, we are here. We have battled. We have done it. It's okay. The link to... okay, so Colleary 1798. That's Kevin, my friend. The link didn't work. What link are you referring to? I am not sure what.
StreamYard link.
StreamYard link, possibly, or the GoFundMe link. Other people have donated, so I don't know. I don't know if it would. I don't know if it would be that link. I don't know if it would be that one.
Thanks, Bree. You got sexy hair too, baby.
Oh, the cup. Oh, the cup link. There we go. So okay, so Kevin bought this for me, right?
Oh, cup link.
And so yeah, so he was going to send in the. Oh, because he's not a mod. That's why. That's why. Give me a sec, Kevin. Give me a second. I'm trying to make you a mod. It is not working. Add as moderator. Managing. Okay, you can now send in the links and everything because you're a mod now. So, yeah.
There you go. Oh, I don't know about the nipples, Reggie. Reggie said there's some type of definable difference on side of nipples. According to the internet, there is.
Really?
Yeah, like guys can go topless on a lot of things, but if they're like chunky and their nipples are red as female nipples, maybe flat versus raised more. I don't know. Rounded. I don't know.
That's really fucking peculiar. Like, there's a straight up like difference in like a noticeable across everybody, all backgrounds and everything else. That like that's strange. That's strange. Fuck. Okay. Well, if you are interested in said coffee cup, which I have just done my first fucking product review for, it is
€12.99.
It's now in the it's now in the live chat. So there we go. But anyway, yes. What the fuck was I going to do? Yes, the video that I have set up, right, that a lot of people have seen now before we fucking react to it. But however, it is from Ben Shapiro, and the video is about the HBO show The Last of Us. Did anybody watch that? And if you haven't, why not?
The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear about that. I haven't started watching it yet. I'm doing Afterlife right now.
It is fantastic. It's genuinely, it is absolutely amazing, right? So it's
okay.
It's based off of a video game, right? Which was released back in 2013. Yeah, so it's, I don't know about it. It is one of the greatest fucking stories I have ever played in a single, just ever, right? And unbelievable fucking story. They made it into a TV show. It translated beautifully into a TV show, and yeah, genuinely one of the best series I've watched ever. So go and fucking watch it. Anyway,
Okay.
This video is about episode 3 of the series, right? Which focused on a gay couple, right? Which was referenced in the game, for everybody saying that this was not part of the original source. Absolutely fucking was. Yeah, it is genuinely one of the best portrayals of a same-sex relationship I have ever fucking seen on TV or in film or in anything. It is fantastic. None of the with LGBTQ representation in like TV and in media just in general, you know, you always have your one kind of token gay character who's like overtly obvious of their orientation, and you know, like then you maybe have like one who's like a little bit kind of like gruff who puts up with them, and it's all for comedy and it's all for show and whatever. That's 90% of gay representation in TV shows, whatever. Both of the characters, you would not, neither of them act overtly. So like you would have absolutely no problem in seeing the exact same character just written as a straight role. They could play the exact same person just as a straight character. It's done just beautifully. Like for a while, up until the series was ended, this was like people's favorite episode, and it was getting the best reviews and everything else like that. But because it showed an LGBTQ relationship, of course, Benjamin over here had to fucking talk about it, right? So now, as I have always said to you, I will always tell you if I have watched a video. I have actually watched this. However, it was that long ago, I have completely fucking forgotten all of its content. So it's basically like I'm watching it for the first time. Oh, yes, we shall dive in. I know, yeah, we'll dive in and I'll see if any of this kind of starts to come back to me or whatever. And it's muted, so that was anticlimactic. But it's unmuted now, so...
That really was.
It really, yeah, that would have been a lot fucking cooler if it just smoothed in. But, you know, look, it's unmuted now, and that's the best that I can do, all right?
I hate. Okay, so we are going to steer into some dicey waters here. I'm about to criticize an episode of the TV show The Last of Us. So,
does he know he's
gay? Huh?
Does he know he's gay?
I don't think so. He's very closeted.
Okay.
But I mean, we do know that he
get this really gay vibe off it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've gotten that for the longest time. But well, look, I mean, let's look at what we know. All right, there is who he is and how he acts. That's a signifier, right? That's a sign. That's a signal. There is also, and this is a much bigger one, there is also the admission that he can't get his wife wet. So, you know, that's a pretty big one. A lot of people fucking forget about that. I love reminding on every opportunity that I have. He admitted on Twitter he cannot get his wife wet. It's fucking, oh my God.
That's amazing, first of all. Can I just say, that's fucking amazing that he admitted that. Oh my God, I don't even know what to do with it right now.
You didn't hear about that at the time?
Yeah, I forgot that it was said.
Yeah,
I just forgot.
Okay.
I don't keep track of these kind of losers. Like, they just pop back up and they're still the same kind of loser, so I don't have to remember anything about them except that they're a loser.
True.
Yeah, you know, before I came out of the closet as being a lesbian, I hated gay people too. Because I was afraid to be associated with them. Someone find out I was gay.
Yes. Okay.
So I stayed the fuck away from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do when you're hiding.
Yeah, you kind of. Yeah. You don't.
You don't go hang out with them. You're afraid somebody's gonna.
You're overly fucking critical of them.
So when people go, "Oh, gay people," you're like, "Oh, I don't like to be around gay people."
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So that's what it is. So yeah, no, everybody that's closeted and afraid and scared for their lives will also hate gay people verbally. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. I was just going to say, let's see where he goes with this.
Right up front, HBO's The Last of Us. Right, this is the one that stars Pedro Pascal, and it's really well produced, written by Craig Mazin, who's a super talented guy. He's the one who is behind Chernobyl. Okay, so first, the things about this series that are good, and again, preface: I've never played the game, so don't care about the game. Don't care about how true it is to the game. There are lots of gamers out there. You want to watch their videos on the correlation between the game and the show. That's fine. I'm just watching it as a piece of pure TV entertainment. Okay, I'm coming from. I don't care what's canon. I don't care what's not canon. Just coming at it from the view of a TV viewer. So I'm just going to say that right up front. That is not my particular purview. I don't play video games because I'm not a child.
I mean, dude, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like
he's mad because he can't play video games.
Yeah,
he's an adult. He's mad.
Like,
I'm not a child,
dude. I don't fucking know. Like, look at are there some? Oh my god. Yes,
I'm 52. I love video games.
There is obviously a massive amount of kids who do play video games, but I mean, like, also, like, fucking God of War has won fucking Game of the Year. You think it's fucking 12-year-olds playing that fucking game and voting for it? No, it's not. There's a fuck ton. Like, the overwhelming majority, if you were just to go fucking, like, decade by, like, decade age categories, man, like, the older fucking people, like, they trump, like, kids. They trump children who are gaming. So, it's, like, I don't know. Look, I just never liked that fucking attitude, like, ever. Like you know what I mean? Like, it's someone's vice, man. You know what I mean? Like, look, do I get or understand people who collect stamps? No. That is you have literally, you could not come up with anything more boring to me, right? But it's someone's passion. It's what they're into. It's what they like. Gaming is for me, gaming is for so many other people. Just don't fucking shit on someone else's thing. You know what I mean? Like, I would never come out here and, like, say that like, people who collect stamps are, like, bad people or they're boring or whatever. Like, no, the act of doing it is boring to me, but it's not to you. So just don't fucking shit on people's. It's just unnecessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh God.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. That was just my little tangent. We'll continue.
I know. I'm just joking. Lots of good people play video games. Okay, in any case, including Andrew Clavin, who's a mediocre person. Anyway, The Last of Us is for those who haven't seen it, it is a zombie show. Okay, it's a show about a zombie apocalypse that essentially.
No, it's not. It's not a zombie show. It's not a show about zombies. It's a show that has zombies in it, but it's not a zombie show. So right off the fucking bat, he's just flat out fucking wrong on, like, everything that he's probably going to say from here on. That, like, it is not a fucking zombie show. Like, just, oh my God. And the power in my monitor is going to turn on? How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Okay, that's stopped there anyway. Anyway, yeah, like, okay, The Last of Us is a TV show about humanity. It is a hypothetical version of Earth, of us, where humanity is stripped of almost all of its empathy, of almost all of its charity, of morals, of things that, like, are clearly right and wrong. It is stripped of all of them. You are 20 years into a post-apocalyptic world where, the government literally are Nazis, literally, right? They are actively doing genocides. They are actively, like, shooting people in the street. There is, like, strict curfews. There is, like, you name it. Like, that is the world that they are in. It is a scenario where it's every man for himself. There are smaller groups and whatever else, but it is still, by and large, every man for himself. And it is through the story of the game and of the TV show where two people bring out each other's humanity. It is a beautifully, just gorgeous story. And just to fucking strip that down to it's a zombie show. Like, you can't have missed the mark and missed the fucking premise that much to have gotten it, unless you're an idiot. Like, I'm sorry.
It's just the way it is. Kevin, no offense, man.
So Kevin is also in chat right now. He played the game when it first came out. He's the one who convinced me to play it. He recommended it to me and everything else, and he's just kind of thrown in his 2 cents there. But yeah, no, look, yeah. Anyway, we will get on to what he is going to say. Just also, can we just take a fucking notice of the title of this video, which is Brokeback Zombie Farm, which is an interesting pairing of words, isn't it? I'm sure you've all heard those words individually, but just never quite in that order, in that context.
No, never.
Yeah, it's called...
Definitely not in that context. No.
But
I haven't.
Anyway, sorry, we shall continue.
Arises because fungi
It's hilarious.
go viral, essentially, and take over people's brains and turn them into zombies. That is the premise of the show. And it's really well produced, and it's beautifully shot, and it's really well scripted, and all the rest. So the first 2 episodes are about Pedro Pascal finding... Again, some of this is sort of hackneyed trope, but he is introduced to the other main character, who is a young girl. The young girl is, for some reason, immune to the zombie virus. And so the question is, can he get her to a place where presumably they are going to try to manufacture a cure from her? Right? That's where the show is going, I would assume, because any other place doesn't make any sense. So it is this character, Joel, and this character, Ellie, and they are navigating the zombie apocalypse. And then we get to... So that's the first couple episodes. And they're good. They're really compelling. Again, really well made, really well written. And then we get to episode 3. And this, according to the media, is the single greatest episode of television that has ever been. If you read the headlines on episode 3, this is the most important thing that has ever happened in the history of television. CNN, The Last of Us, just made an early claim to one of the best TV episodes of 2023. The Last of Us viewership soars 12% to a new series high with heartbreaking episode 3. It's historic. It's important. Okay, guys, it's historic and important. Now, why is it historic and important? It's historic and important because it's about 2 gay dudes. That's why. So the essential plot of this episode...
It's not because it's about 2 gay... Yes, there are 2 gay dudes in the episodes, just, you know... That is true.
No, now it's just about them, period.
They are present in the episode, but it's not... It's a love story. That episode is an entire love story. 2 people who meet each other, and it's like a 20-year journey. You like follow little bits of their journey. It is unbelievable. Okay, so I won't say too much in case he goes on to kind of say plot points that are later on in the episode and how it kind of fully kind of rounds out, just in case I'm preemptively...
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll save all of that for after the video, but yeah, it's just a love story that happens to have 2 gay people in it. That's it. But anyway,
which is the problem with this episode. And again, you want to make Brokeback Zombie Farm or whatever, fine. But the problem with this episode is that it absolutely does not advance the plot in any way and actually has no consequences. So the entire plot of the episode is that Ron Swanson, Nick Offerman, but he actually plays Ron Swanson, but Ron Swanson who likes to nail dudes. So Ron Swanson, a libertarian who hates the government and lives in his basement and is a prepper, but also is gay. Ron Swanson, during the zombie apocalypse, he's having himself a grand old time. For some reason, his town is completely not hit by any of the zombies at all. It's like completely left alone. And so he goes out and he gets all of his resources, and then he builds a nice fence around his place, and he sets up all of these booby traps. So if anybody shows up, whether they're raiders, whether they're zombies, they're going to get killed. And then somehow another dude ends up like falling into one of his traps, and they meet and they bang, and they end up becoming a couple. Okay, so you can see it here, right? There's gay Ron Swanson, and it's complete with like sex scenes and the whole thing. And
there's not a fucking okay. The sex scene, right? They are topless.
Not a sex scene.
They are topless. Well, I mean, presumed naked, obviously, but you could only see like topless. And one of the characters is like lying on top of the other character, and they're doing a little bit of kissing and whatever else, and then it's kind of presumed that a full sexual activity happened, but you don't actually see it. So why it's like, I don't know, man. I do kind of feel bad for Ben in a way, because we do personally think that he is a little bit closeted, but this is also probably the first time that he's been forced to watch gay porn for the first time in his life. So he he got a little bit nervous, he got a little bit flat, you know what I mean? He got a little bit flustered. He had to get one of the fucking couch pillows off the couch and put it over his crotch and to hide his little fucking 1-inch wonder boner. But you know, and he like got super fucking, you know, insecure about it and whatever else, and he went on the internet and had a rant about it. So you know, it's like totally fucking normal behavior though, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Anywho,
the entire episode has no zombies.
That's true.
No real threat. And it is about two gay dudes who meet and have a relationship in which one grows strawberries for the other. And then they die. But not...
Man, oh my fucking God. What a way to overly fucking simplify it, dude.
That's the whole thing, huh?
Like, so, okay, the strawberry scene, right, is set 10 years after the apocalypse starts, right? So,
okay,
you haven't been able to taste a strawberry for a fucking decade, and then you do, like, dude, like, they act this out in the scene and whatever else, but it's literally, it's like they have just, like, they have bitten into like a fucking filet mignon that's been cooked by fucking Gordon Ramsay. Like, it's the most gorgeous thing in the world. But of course it would be. You've been living on fucking rations for a decade and now you get a fucking fresh strawberry, dude. Jesus Christ!
Like, yeah, that is gold, man.
It's a pivotal scene in the thing, and it's gorgeous, whatever else, but. Yeah, again, like, and then they die. That's the bit that I'm wanting to comment on, but I'm going to hold off in case he brings it up. But
not being killed by zombies or under threat. One dies, he gets cancer, and he decides to essentially euthanasia himself. And gay Ron Swanson decides that he is also going to commit suicide at the same time because Romeo and Juliet, or Romeo and Romeo in this particular case. Get to more on that in just one second. First, you know, speaking of rough financial situations, a lot of people have had to take out in order to make money. ExpressVPN, you trust is line activity. Users it. ExpressVPN in a zombie show. This is a like none. I understand.
You are not going to fucking do your fucking plug. No, you are not going to do your fucking plug. Not on my stream. Fuck you. Anywho,
simplistic critique, but there are no zombies in a zombie show. This is worth pointing out. It literally has nothing to do with the plot of the show. This is a show where this show could have this entire episode could have taken place completely without a zombie apocalypse. It just would have been a Showtime romance between two middle-aged gay dudes who get older, one dies of cancer and the other assisted suicides himself. That would have been the entire. It would not have changed one iota of the show. It is completely irrelevant to the story. And one of the reasons that it is completely irrelevant to the story is because there are no stakes.
I think he missed. Oh, okay, so he obviously missed the bit towards the end of the episode where the only reason why Joel and Ellie were able to get to the next place is because he left a car for them. So, you know, but it didn't need to happen. It made no advancements to the story whatsoever. You know, that's, yeah, but look, anyway.
Oh my God.
Like, he just didn't watch it properly then. If he thinks it didn't fucking improve or like the plot in any way, shape or form, he didn't watch the episode correctly.
Probably not. He probably didn't, man. I wouldn't doubt that a bit. People like him.
The reason that there
sorry. Keyboards.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
There are no stakes is because, again, we are in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. When you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, one of two issues has to come into play. One, the threat of the zombies. Or two, the threat to humanity more broadly. So if you're talking about the threat to humanity more broadly during the zombie apocalypse, what you're talking about is underpopulation, right? You're talking about there are no people. The zombies are going to take over. Humanity is going to be extinct. That is the entire threat in a zombie apocalypse. Correct? Or in an alien invasion movie. Or in any other sort of species-level extinction event movie, like War of the Worlds or something. The question is, how do human beings repopulate? How do they survive? And how do they become successful once again? If you're going to censor an episode like that, what you need to do is you need to have an episode about people who can have babies.
Okay, why?
Yeah, why? Why? Like, would
I don't understand.
Would anybody be complaining if this exact episode, say for one of the guys was a girl and they were both straight? Would anybody be fucking complaining about this episode? No. No. I'm sure it still probably would have been just as nice of an episode and just a celebration of love and humanity and everything else. But, like, it didn't fucking need to be, because, like, the whole thing about, like, oh, if what do you do in this situation? And it's like trying, like, repopulate the, like, yeah, but they have, though. Because there are people who have been born in the last 20 fucking years. The main character, one of the main characters, Ellie, is 14. That means that she was, like, why do we need, we know that people have been repopulating. Why do we need to show it happening? I'm very sorry that the showrunners thought that their fucking main core audience had an IQ above 60, but, like, and just thought that we would figure this shit out because it's 20 fucking years and she was born 14 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, we figured this out. Like, they have been repopulating. We just don't need to see it to know that it's happened. Like, because oh my god.
Yeah.
Again, there are only two issues in a zombie apocalypse. You could have this whole thing, but the whole thing is these two dudes in love, but they're fighting off zombies. But they never fight off the zombies. It's not an issue. So, irrelevant. Or you could have them somehow interact with the main characters. They never do. They interact with the main characters for like 30 seconds. They are both dead by the time the main characters arrive to pick up guns. So this entire episode is a sidestep. It has nothing to do with anything. Ellie and Joel could have just stopped by, found the house, picked up guns, and gone on their merry way, and it would have taken 10 seconds. Instead, you get an entire hour-long digression to do, as I say again, La Caja Falls, or whatever this is. Okay, so it's irrelevant. Beyond it being irrelevant, it has no stakes. So, you want to have like an interesting conversation about love during the apocalypse? The big issue of love during the apocalypse is, what if you have a baby? What happens if you have a baby? Or should having babies be the purpose here? So,
you just said you should be prioritizing reproduction.
What? Yeah, he did.
Am I going fucking really insane here? He just said that one of the main things that you would be doing during a zombie apocalypse would be to repopulate the earth. And now he's going, oh, well, no, you're selfish if you have babies, because what if you have to look after them? Well, you have to look after them now, Ben.
No, he doesn't. He's a right-wing Christian. Male. They don't do anything.
Well, yeah. Okay, so not him specifically, but like...
They point so the wife and the nanny and the housekeeper and everybody else does what they want. Don't forget.
It's just, oh god.
That motherfucker wouldn't know what responsibility is when it comes to like just existing in the world with a family.
Mm-hmm. Oh god.
Anyways,
right. Look, there's not too much longer left of this. That's the plus news.
Let's take another example of a show that did this correctly. So Battlestar Galactica had an episode early on, I think it was season 2, in which one of the questions was underpopulation, right? The fleet is depopulating. And so the question becomes, what do you do about abortion? So President Roslin, who is a lefty, she decides that she's going to outlaw abortion because if you want humanity to survive, then it turns out that individual autonomy over your body is significantly less important than actually repopulating humanity.
But you see, a key difference that I'm kind of noticing here is that The Last of Us is set in a hypothetical version of what we live in now. Battlestar Galactica, I can't even fucking say the name of the show, but you know what one? Like, that one, it's not.
Yeah, that one.
It's fucking fiction. So
yeah,
why are we comparing the two? Like, why are we comparing? Like, did we say the same? Did we say the same thing after the first fucking wizarding war when Voldemort was going around fucking unaliving people and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, were we saying the same? Like, it's like comparing it to that. It's fucking fiction, mate.
Yes.
There's So here's Rosalind announcing that she's outlawing abortion, right? Because again, the stakes are whether humanity survives. It is not whether two individuals fall in love in the middle of a farm, not threatened by anyone, which is the story of this particular episode.
I just want to say as well that he just said not threatened by anyone when 2 minutes ago he showed them being attacked by the outside. But it's again,
it's fine.
He didn't watch it properly. I don't know, was he too busy taking notes and had his head away from the screen for too long? But he didn't watch the fucking episode.
Since assuming the presidency, I've made it my mission to maintain the rights and freedoms we so enjoyed prior to the attack. One of these rights has now come into direct conflict with the survival of the species.
Why are we watching this?
Do you actually try to...
Why?
I don't know.
Why did that happen? That shouldn't have happened. Why did we watch fucking a scene of Battlestar? Like, what? Why? Did he not think that he explained it well enough and needed to fucking reference? Or like, what the fuck?
I mean, maybe. I mean, he's an idiot. You tell me what idiots are thinking. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Preserve humanity or not.
No, actually,
two gay dudes
I don't.
falling in love and then dying of old age is not relevant to that particular conversation. I can say, well, that's not what they wanted to cover on the show. That's not what they were interested in covering on the show. The truth is, it's a much more compelling storyline. I mean, that's the entire plot line of A Quiet Place, right? You have an alien invasion. What do you do when you have a baby? Do you continue to have babies in view of the fact that there's a threat to the children, in view of the fact they're going to have to live difficult and rough lives and all the rest of it, right? But you can say, I see the argument. Okay, well, that's not what they wanted to take on in episode 3. So I have a question. What were they seeking to take on in episode 3? What was the major topic that they were seeking to take on? People falling in love during the apocalypse? What are the stakes? We don't know any of these characters, nor are we going to care about them beyond this particular episode. Which means that it's basically just a sidetrack. It's a throwaway episode. But it's so important because it has gay people, you see. It's so important. And, you know, the guy...
Oh, my God. You see, like, this is, again, right? I know that he said it at the start, but he thinks it's a zombie show. It's not a zombie show. It's a show about humanity. That's what it is. So, like... Oh, my God.
Actually, a lot of zombie shows are about humanity.
Yes, yeah.
And how we handle
a lot
things.
of them are. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
True.
Look, they obviously have zombies in them, but again, it's like it that's not what it's about. Like, I know that Ben is in his 40s, right? Probably somewhere around there, 40ish. But it's just like, why are you still
that stupid?
But it's just like, why are you still watching TV like a child would? Because a child would call, like, The Walking Dead a zombie show. That's what a child would call it. But we as adults, we watch it.
Not a post-apocalyptic,
we get a different
humanity-based survival.
Yeah, like
zombie.
we can recognize them as the kind of shout-outs to humanity and everything else that they are. Like, we can recognize them as that. But so it's just like,
right.
Why the... He's older than I am. He should be getting this. Like, it's really weird. Like, it's weird. Like,
wouldn't that be nice?
The guy who created the video game, of course, is a big lefty. In season 2, apparently, if it mirrors the video games, from what I've been told, it gets very trans and very lesbian and all the rest of it. And that's their prerogative. They're the creators of the show. But all of the talk about how this was like an excellent episode of TV that was wrapped into a broader show is not true. And pretending that it is ignoring kind of the dynamics of the show. So there's my critique of The Last of Us episode.
Yeah, okay. And it was stupid. I actually looked on the rest of his channel, and like kind of since then, he hasn't done a single other critique of any of the episode or any review of any of the other episodes either. This was specifically picked out because it's a story about two gay guys. Like,
fucking douche.
It's just like, try and show that you're a grifter a little bit fucking harder, my dude. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, just try and fucking show that you're more, you know?
Yeah, could you please? Yeah.
I'm actually going to text Matt.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't get it. Just don't understand how people can be so biased and not even ask a question to try to understand better.
Yeah.
That's what really
100%.
blows me away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely fucking agree. Let me talk one-on-one. Oh. Okay, give me literally 2 seconds. I have to open a fucking window in here. I'm on fire.
I hate it when I get that hot.
Ooh, that's going to be so much better. Okay. Oh my god. Where's my mouse? Where am I? What am I doing?
I don't know. You all right, man?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm completely good. Yeah, no, oh god. Fucking hell, a little bit stiff, but other than that, yeah, I don't really kind of fucking know what else to fucking react to at this present moment. It's kind of, I'm not really, like, I know that I've done 24-hour streams and stuff like that before. Well, I've done one, but it's just like, I don't know, like, what do you do? What do you do during them?
Oh, you play games, you discuss hot topics, you can do all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah.
What do you like to do online that's fun? That's the question you need to ask.
At the moment, man, for some reason, I've just been mainly looking at just like mindless kind of shit. Like I've been looking at like a lot of, you know, like the fucking like Karen videos. I've been looking at a good few of those over the last couple of days. Like that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Just like mindless entertainment. Like
yeah.
It's not for anything. It's just stupid.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Mindless entertainment's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm considering, like, do I start the game? And if I do, am I going to be able to throw that onto the fucking stream? Probably should.
Are you going to be able to what?
Am I going to be able to show that on stream? Because like you would obviously, you know what I mean. You'd want to be seeing it, like, so I'm not just fucking looking at a screen.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It depends on whether you can make it work or not, I guess. I wouldn't know that part.
I'll have a little look into it, see if I can hook that up. Because that'll definitely, you know what I mean. Well, yeah, it'll keep the old mind focused there as well. And why do we have pop-ups? Why do we have pop-ups? What has popped up? Go away. Okay. What was I going to ask you right now? So yeah, so just because, you know, LGBT, or it's Pride Month and everything else, like,
yeah,
how was? Because I don't actually think I've ever asked you this, but how was your kind of coming out experience? Like how did that? You know what I mean? Like, how did that go?
Oh, it was way too easy. It really, like, honestly, it was way too fucking easy. I just called everybody. Well, okay, so I've come out twice. Do you mean when I came out as a lesbian or when I came out as me?
Well, both, I guess. And then kind of like, you know, I mean, like, where people will say more or less understanding when you came out as either or like, what, you know what I mean?
Well, the first time was more rough on me than anybody, just because it's stressful, you know, like calling people and saying, hey, you might hate me for the rest of my life, but this is what's going on. So the first time was a little more rough. Although everybody was really, like, strangely accepting. Okay, so I have one gay brother. He was the third one I called because he's third in order. First one I called. Oh, okay. Is that something stemming from your childhood? And I was like, what? Like, is this natural? Were you taught? She thinks I was molested. No, I was never molested or anything. And she's like, oh, okay. That was that. Second one was my sister Susan. She said, find a new cause. Everybody's gay. She didn't care. Third one, my brother Walt, he's gay, so he just said, welcome to the family. The next one said, oh, cool, we can go pick up chicks together. The next one said, which was Richard, he said, oh, I have a little brother. And then he said, wait, I've always had a little brother. And I said, yeah. That was the responses. When I came out as trans, they just were all like, yeah, I was waiting for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it just wasn't, they just weren't shocked. The shock, there was no shock factor there. The first time, yeah, a little bit, but not really. So
okay, well, I mean, like, yeah,
I got pretty lucky.
Yeah. Look, as I had said earlier, you know, I do 100% recognize like that my my coming out experience was very unique, I guess, and was very kind of easy, and I recognize like that there are people who, you know, didn't have it as easy. You know, when you hear kind of stories about like, you know, like people being kicked out of their homes and stuff like that, and kicked out of family homes and shit, and it's just, I don't know, man.
It's true.
I guess I just don't fucking understand it. You know, like how the fuck can you kick your family? Like, just what are you doing? Like, how can you do that?
I don't know, man. That is one thing, honestly, that has always blown my mind when it comes to families and parents' reactions and whatever.
Yeah.
I never understood that. Like they're just okay. Like I'll just kick my kid on the street, you know, just because I brought them into this world and have a form of responsibility for them. No, it's fine. We'll just kick them out on the street and they could just figure out their own way. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood it either.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man, because it's just like it's your fucking kid, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's your child.
Yeah.
It's someone that you've given birth to, that you've raised for the last God knows how long. Like, this is like, just what are we doing? Like, how can, you know what I mean?
Know.
Like, how can you, I don't know, just how can you be like that, like to someone that you've raised? You know, it just baffles me. It blows my mind.
Or gave birth to in some situations.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, no, you know, nah, fuck them. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did I must have missed something. I could have sworn you just like ditched your kid and left her hanging. Is that what you just did?
Yeah.
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 They'll do it.
I don't know. Like, I did kind of, I'm not going to lie to you, I did kind of expect that my mom's reaction was going to be kind of what it was. Like, she's been telling me since I was like 11 or 12 that, you know, it didn't matter who I brought home as long as I was happy. You know, that's what she's always said to us. Always. So I knew that her reaction was going to be that. But that, I mean, like, that's just it though. Like, you know, as long as you're fucking happy, you know.
Yeah,
if I'm
absolutely.
like, if you know, you or somebody else is happy living their life as trans, if that's what you have to do to be happy, fuck, go for it then. Do that.
Do it.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Do it. Like,
I agree.
This is the one and only life that we know for an absolute fact that we are going to have. So why would you waste it not doing the things that make you happy? It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Yeah, literally. Why would you? Right? I don't know. I guess no, it really doesn't make sense. Just a lot of things in this world don't make sense, but
True.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people in society can treat each other the way they treat. Like, that kills me right there, you know. It's not just the lack of respect, or it's not just the misunderstanding, or it's not just. It's literally how they go from I don't like you as a person to you're not a person. First of all, how can I not be a person if we are genetically almost identical? And second of all, if I'm not, then how are you? How are you? How is that okay? You are, but I'm not. How did you make that decision?
Yeah.
And how'd you make it for me? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know that
exactly.
too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'm just looking into there because if I boot up a game, it's going to come up on the main monitor that is being currently used to show us. So I just need to figure out how to move it over to my other one. Alt and Enter on your keyboard simultaneously to resize your game window. To move it about. Oh, okay. Okay. Alt and Enter at the same time. Let's see if that gets us somewhere. No, go away. Let's see if that gets us somewhere. Alt and Enter.
Oh. No throwing around the expensive weed devices. It's not okay.
Is it? What is happening? Ah, there we go.
What? You got it?
No, I do not got it. I do not got it. It's just showing the game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What are you doing, bro?
Oh no. Oh no.
What are you doing, man?
We're back. We're back. I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I couldn't fit. How the fuck do I get it over to the other fucking thing? Fuck.
You got to unshare your screen and reshare for the other screen.
No, but
Sharing
I mean
the wrong screen.
Literally, just how do I get the fucking game to pop up on a different fucking monitor? I thought that would do it, but it's not.
I don't know what you have set up, man. I don't think I can help you.
It's literally just moving the game from showing on one monitor just over to the other one. I did what it said on the internet. Fucking lied to me, bastards.
No. Everything is very honest and respectable in this world.
It's just not a fuck.
Did you guys know it was just fuck? I found that out recently.
Yeah, apparently it's that's all it is. It's just fuck.
Just fuck. Yep.
Okay.
What are you trying to do? Like, oh, you're trying to share a game that you're going to play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Wait, what the fuck is after happening now? This is not what I thought was going to happen at all.
No?
No.
Interesting.
Nope. No, it's just not working out for me.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I really should have probably kind of figured this out before I went on to
Well, you said you're not used to doing like fundraiser stuff. How would you know what to do?
Well, yeah, true. I'm just really
let's be honest here.
I'm fucking annoyed though, like nothing that the fucking things have told me is working. I just Jeez. What is on
Sorry,
the
man. I don't know what to do.
I know. It's
because I don't know the system you're using. That's why.
yeah. No, I probably should have figured that out before starting the stream. So. I can only realistically, I can only kind of apologize to myself, you know, because I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed myself. That
nobody else is annoyed but you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just me. It's just me.
It's true, man. Nobody else is mad, just you.
Fuckity, fuck.
That's about right.
That's about all I have to say about that. It's just a string
Damn,
of
I was thinking of
excellence.
something I wanted to put on this card and I can't remember.
Just say fuck multiple times. That'll do.
Fuck. Oh yeah! No, I'm just kidding. That didn't work at all. Oh shit. Yeah, just leave it alone, Beck. Leave it alone. It's fine.
Oh god, I don't know, man. Fucking.
Wait a minute. So you're trying to move a window tab to another monitor and it won't let you do it?
Yeah.
You can't grab it and slide it over.
No, because when it's playing, it's in like properly like fucking full screen, so I can't move it over.
Well, you should be able to minimize it, move it over, and then full screen it. Right?
Yeah, actually, I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe possibly.
if I put it into Windows mode. Windowed. Window mode. There we go. That might do. Okay, well, hopefully, third time's the charm. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
This is working. I am very happy right now.
Excellent. Square Enix. I just got Red Dead Redemption for like, I don't know, it was on sale for like $9 or $15 or something ridiculously stupid.
Wait, whoa. Wait now. Hang on a sec, Beck. Hang on a sec. I've just lost audio. Why have I lost audio? Whoa. Why? Why have I fucking lost audio? What the shit? I've X'd out of everything I was doing and I still have fucking lost audio. What the shit? No, but like even like Beck, like even right now, like I can't hear you. It's not even just that the audience can't hear you, it's that I can't hear you. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's really fucking strange. And the audience can only hear me as well. Why the fuck? But yes, please. Thank you. On church. Somebody call MathPig. I'm really struggling. It's not okay. What the fuck, man? I have no idea what to do. Like, okay. Oh, fuck. I really don't want to do this, though. I could try and, like, leave and then re-enter the StreamYard hangout, but I don't... that means that the stream is going to fucking go down. Okay, look, I'm running out of both time and options. I'm just going to leave and then re-enter, and hopefully this fucking works. So, audience, just bear with us just for 2 moments. I suppose you can still... Yeah, you can still hear me. Beck, say something? Okay. No, it's still gone. I have just completely fucking lost audio. I have no idea why. Da. No, not fucking mic. Speaker. There we... Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened?
What? I don't know.
When I fucking launched the game, for some reason it like changed the audio channel that I'm hearing and that the audience is hearing you through. I have no clue
It took
why.
over your audio.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it wasn't
it'll do
fucking
that
supposed
sometimes.
to do that.
Father Ted said he could call Jesus.
I mean, look,
I mean, you could, but it's a computer, and I don't really think that's his time frame or specialty.
Yeah,
Just
I was
saying.
just gonna say, yeah.
We have things to make water into wine now, too. So,
Yeah, no, that was
don't really need him.
That was very close, but look at, I mean, it's not my fucking... I thought it was my fucking computer that was fucking crashing the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, literally, just as long as it's not
there
fucking
for a
that,
minute.
I don't give a shit. As long as it's not that, I don't care. Oh,
Touche.
oh, that can happen when launching a game, depending on how the audio is configured for it. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking as well. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna. I did, yes, MathPig. I broke the YouTubes. I broke them. They are
All the tubes.
all of them.
All of them. Broke all of them. Sure did.
Oh God, look, yeah, look,
Every single tube.
yeah, all of them, all at once. They were all broken into a million pieces.
All of them.
Audio issues, yeah, bad one, Matrick. Completely lost fucking Beck there, and so did the audience. And I just hope that it wasn't because of my fucking PC. You know, as long as it's not because of that, I don't give a shit. Wait, what? Have I fucking lost you again? No, lads, what's going on with my PC? No, what's going on with the PC, man? Please. Please, don't... Please, like... Please, man. MathPig, if I... Oh my god. If I restart my PC, can I, like, rejoin the stream that's currently happening? Do you know if that's a thing that you can do? Like, I think it probably should be, but, like... Nope. Fuck, man. I have 30 seconds to rejoin. Holy shit. I don't know what the fuck to do right now. Like, MathPig be coming on fucking later. I have a bunch of people that are fucking lined up to join, like, a little bit later and even tomorrow. Like, I don't... Start another room and move. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I'm on OBS, yeah. Don't end the stream. Yeah, no. I won't end the stream. No, I can just start another room in StreamYard stuff. and hopefully that might sort it. Yeah. Make new room and move it. Should refresh everyone's audio. Okay. Okay. Okay, give me a sec there now.